one, I think that could.
Why do you think the author used SpongeBob SquarePants and Powerpuff Girls?
Because they're both bad and it's bad. Oh, because they're both annoying and they're
Why
bad.
didn't he pick like National Geographic or?
Well, that's information.
What is your point of view on it?
I just don't like it. I actually like to watch TV over 1 hour.
Over 1 hour? So you think? So your point of view is that it's okay
An
to
hour
watch
is
it?
2 shows.
This is how.
I feel like 2 shows.
Can you tell me what we're studying in science? What are we studying in science, Keegan? Natural resources. So we thought what would be good is to read a story about, how many of you think it has to do with recycling? What makes you think that, M&P?
Because there's a little bottle in the front of it
Not just a little bottle that's doing what?
saying,
Yeah, he's kind of waving to you. He kind of looks really happy. Okay, so this is the Adventures of a Plastic Bottle, and this is a story about recycling. So it kind of tells you that right there. So before we even get into this, what do you think the author's point of view may be? Let's make a prediction. What do you think the author's point of view may be, Easton?
I'm thinking that maybe because I can see bottles and a little claw that's grabbing them. I'm thinking that he's telling us that we need to recycle more to make more stuff.
So do you think he's going to say you should recycle? You need to recycle. As a responsible human being, you need to. You have to. Is that always going to make you do something? Remember we talked about yesterday about how your parents aren't always going to say you. They're going to kind of take a different route and say maybe we should, or maybe how can I help you get this done? Okay. So what else do you think, Jackson? Before we get started,
What I was going to say is why I thought it was going to be a recycle book.
why do you think it?
Because one, he's moving on a tray.
He is.
Two, there's a bottle. He's a bottle. Three, there's a hook coming to grab him.
Okay, so let's look at the plastic. That's perfect. Does the plastic bottle look pretty happy?
Yes. Yes.
And if this says a story about recycling, we're going to think that the author, their point of view is already kind of like this. Recycling is good. Okay? So y'all kind of, and it's by Little Green Books. Does that kind of give you another little hint? Okay? Alright, so let's get started. And let's try to remember what you're supposed to be doing. Remember, green is what you think the author's point of view. You only have to write one. And then orange, do you agree, compare, and differentiate your opinion with the author? Tell if it's different. Tell if it's alike. Okay? Alright. First, dear diary, do you ever get the feeling you were meant to do something? Right now, I'm a thick, oozing blob of crude oil deep underneath the ocean floor, and I've been here for thousands of years. But someday I could be made into fuel like gasoline for cars or jets, or I could even be made into tar or asphalt and help build roads. I hear something cranking and clattering above. I better go check it out.
Where is he? Oh, it's dirt rock.
Okay, so, okay, I'm going to ask you first person, second person, or third person. If I say first person and you think it's it, thumbs up. You don't have to say anything, but thumbs up. Not sure, thumbs down, okay? First person. Everybody's going to give me a thumb. Okay, second person. Third person? Okay, who wants to tell me why they think it's a certain person? Okay, Zoe, what do you think?
Because the blob is talking about.
He's telling a story from which perspective, which point of view? First person. He's telling his own account. He's telling a first. Thumbs up if he's still, the author's still using the first person.
That's funny.
How many of you think, raise your hand if you think the author's point of view is already starting to kind of, you're starting to kind of notice? Okay.
Because he's talking about the people that he traveled with. And then it shows you how that process is.
We're going through the process, okay? January 29th. Now, tell me the feelings of the water bottle. How's the water bottle feeling right now? Raise your hand.
Great.
Tyndall? Happy. Why is the water bottle happy? It's getting used. If you were just sitting in a landfill, would you be happy right now?
No.
So the author is doing a really good job of letting you know that the bottle is still really excited and really happy. Okay. Either it can land in a landfill, or it can have all these other possibilities. Is that a strong point of view?
Miss Reed, I used a whole water bottle one day, and then I threw it away after that day.
So is the author kind of giving you something to think about? The author wrote this story for a reason, and they had a point of view in their mind when they were writing this.
You could tell us that a plastic water bottle can be made into a
What? Think deeper than that. What's something deeper than that? What's the underlying? In general, what is he saying? Hold on. What is he saying in general? Not just a water bottle. Think deeper than that. No, you've got something. Think about it. What is this author kind of hinting that you need to do? But he's going through the process of a water bottle into a fleece sweatshirt to tell you that. He's not going to write a book and say, Ben, you need to recycle. Okay, he's got to take a different, he's going to do it in a different method. Okay, do you understand? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, write what you think their point of view is on the green, and then whether you kind of agree or disagree with that, and why. Okay? What I want you to do is to go back to your seats, and I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to finish writing, and then I'm going to let you talk with your groups, okay?
I think he's trying to get you to recycle so you can have. That way, because if you don't recycle, then what are you gonna? How are you gonna make toys and stuff like that?
What's your order?
I agree.
Green is author's point of view. Yeah. What's green? What'd you write on green?
The green, I think it is to recycle.
That would be what the book is telling you about. It's saying on the green one, it's an author's point of view. Yeah, it's like the author's point of view, what the book is about. Not, it could be more like this. I think the author is trying to tell us, how a water bottle is made, kind of. I mean, it has to be in the author's point of view. Lily, what do you get? We also need to recycle because if we don't recycle, we won't be able to we'll run out of oil.
That's what I wrote on the green with recycling.
Because on orange, we can't reuse anything. I mean, yeah, if we recycle, but if we don't recycle, we don't mostly have a lot of water bottles.
So we have to recycle. So Kobe, what did you write for your green and orange sticky?
On green, I said it's good to recycle because recycling is a good thing for the earth. I agree because it helps people and yourself.
Okay. Emma, are you ready? Yeah, I wrote the author point of view to me is recycling because you can reuse. Well, maybe that doesn't sound right, but I agree with recycling because you can run out of oil. And then you could write because there's not much in the bottom of those.
Mostly the bottom of those
Because
is just
we need-
sand and coral and trash.
Through the whole book? Okay. What did you agree or disagree with that? Okay, why? Tell me why. Why do you think it's important?
It's good for the earth.
Who wants to? How many of you think the author's point of view is that you should recycle anything you possibly can? Okay. All right. Who wants to share another point of view? Easton. Making new things. Yeah. It's not just using it for a vase and then throwing it away. Don't just use it once and then throw it away. Recycle it, and then it can be made into something completely different. How cool is it that a water bottle can be a fleece sweatshirt? that can be worn by an astronaut in space.
That would be pretty cool.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Water bottles. I would take other water bottles to hell.
So it can either be thrown away or it can become something like really, really cool and be used again. And then maybe it can be used like made into something else. Like it's just kind of endless. Okay. Who can tell me this? What was the water bottle made from? What was the first ingredient that it was made from? Keegan.
Oil.
Oil. Guess what oil is? And we talked about it just a little while ago. It's either renewable, that means we can make more of it, or it's non-renewable, that means the earth is not going to make any more of what's already here. How many of you think it's renewable? Oil is renewable. How many of you think it's non-renewable? We've got to take care of the earth while we can. Okay, oil is non-renewable. When it's gone, guess what? It's gone. There's no more of it. Because it took millions and millions and millions of years to make what we have. So when we run out of it, are we going to be making plastic water bottles?
No.
No. So the author made sure to introduce the story by saying, look, I'm a plastic bottle. I'm not just made out of just something that you can get tons of. I'm made from oil, which is non-renewable, that we can not make any more of for a very, very long time. So is it pretty important that you recycle those?
Smell.
Yeah, it's pretty important. Okay, who wants to tell me whether they agree or disagree? Jackson.
I agree to recycle because it's good for the world to keep it clean. And it's also good because what you said, if we run out of oil, then what are we gonna do now?
What are we going to do now? We shouldn't have to wait to the point where we run out of it. Let's take care of it while we can, right? Okay? Like Catherine. Go ahead, Jackson.
Yes, I agree because we can have cans, bottles, and all of that other stuff.
All of that other stuff. That's a lot of other stuff, isn't it? Okay, Joey, what do you think?
I agree because you should recycle because they make other stuff.
Yeah. What's the important part of making other stuff? Is it just so you can have more toy cars?
No.
No, it's so that that stuff doesn't fill the what? Do y'all know exactly where trash goes when we throw it away? Where does it go, Riley?
It goes into like a junkyard.
It goes to a landfill.
They burn it and they put it.
Yeah, so they put it back into the ground. I mean, it's kind of sad, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're going to do an activity, and I'm going to tell you how long it takes for plastic to go away. Yeah.
Recycle so that they can also help the environment if they recycle.
Very good. All right, Sam.
I agree with the author because you need to recycle so that you don't waste.
Very good. Okay, Emma Shaw, last one.
I agree to recycle more than to throw stuff away into the trash can because when you recycle, everything that you recycle can be molded into something new, and when it's molded into something new, you can recycle that, and that can be molded into something new, and you can make the recycling life go on to make new stuff.
Awesome. That was very good. That was really good, guys. Okay, all right. So let's go back to our I can statement. So how many of you think that we were able to achieve our I can? How many of you think that we were able to understand the author's point of view? And how many of you believe that we were able to form our own opinion, whether we agreed or disagreed with that point of view? So when we started off and we said, I can do this, were we able to